Okay, this is an automatic chicken coop door controller and motor that I got off AliExpress. It's significantly less expensive than some of the other ones. This is the manual that comes with it. It does have information on how to set up your coop door, which we're not going to do today, but you can see that this mounts horizontally on the door, and when the thing retracts, it opens the door up. Pretty simple. I'm actually going to use this to actuate a different motor arm than this. I've actually got one out there already, but my old controller died. So anyway, they all work kind of similar in a similar way. Now this is not very useful because I think that all of the directions are actually moved down by one. So I'm going to show you how this sort of works. It has two modes. It has a mode where it works by a light sensor, and then one where it works by the clock. We're going to set it up by the clock because that's the way I like to set it. And because I'm going to have this mounted inside, it won't be able to use the light sensor. So if you look here at the bottom, it's got two different inputs. It's got power and motor. Okay, power, I'm going to use a 110 to 12 volt DC adapter, which comes with it. You could also get an adapter to run it from 12 volts, like say electric fence battery or something. I don't know if you'd have to have an amperage regulator. The motor is set up for 12 volts, 0.35 amps, which would probably be okay with most 12 volt DC setups. But anyway, I'm using AC on mine. And then this is just how you plug in the motor. To test the motor, all you do is push test. And you get an idea of how far the throw is on that arm. Now we're going to set this up to run off just the timer, okay? I don't want to set it up off the electric eye. So first thing, number one, this sets the time, the clock on the inside. This set time open, STOP. We'll open it at 0600. Set time for close. This is what time of the evening it's going to close. We'll set it to close at, let's say, 2030. It's military time, obviously. Okay. So this setting right here is if you're going to use the electric eye. And this is setting the opening, whether it's going to open at darkness or brightest. 9 would be really bright, 6 is medium bright. Close, you would want to have that down towards darkness. So you would set that for like 0, 1, or 2. And that way when it gets dark in the evening, it closes. But we're not actually using that. We're using set time on. So we're using the timer. If you wanted to use the light, you would use this GL. You would turn this on and the set timer off. And that would set it on electric eye. All right, so right now it's set. That's our time. You saw my opening and closing times, and that's about all there is to it. So whenever it gets to be 2030 this evening, this arm will actuate out. But actually, we would probably have this thing open because that would mean the door is open right now, which is 11:30 in the afternoon. And now whenever it comes around to evening, the opposite will happen. So whenever that hits in the evening, that thing is going to close. That'll close it up at 20:30. And then tomorrow morning at 0700 or whatever I set that for, the motor will do the opposite direction. It'll sit there and retract, which will open the door. So I hope this was helpful. I don't remember the price. I'm not sponsored by AliExpress or anything like that. I paid out of my own pocket for this stuff. But I tried to figure out how to work the stupid thing, and if you follow the directions, you will get very confused. So right now, again, we're not using the electric eye mode. If someone's interested in me showing the electric eye mode, I could get the other. I have another Coop. I could set it up when I get the door installed. Just leave a message below. We're not monetized, so I don't really care if you follow or anything like that. I just do this because it's kind of fun and because I didn't know how to do it. Maybe this will help somebody else set that thing. Toodles.